Welcome, man. This is another episode, man, of the Urban Minds podcast. Uh, this is the entertainment edition, man. This is the entertainment edition of the Urban Minds podcast. Again, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for your donations, man. Again, man, anybody who wants to donate, man, you can donate to this podcast at h.hicks1976 at PayPal. You know what I'm saying? You can donate as much as $1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can afford to donate. You know what I'm saying? To keep this podcast going, man. You know what I mean? Um, to help out in the community, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, I want to thank all y'all, man, who already donated. I want to thank y'all for joining the Urban Minds podcast, man. I hope all y'all putting God first, man. Again, this is the Urban Minds podcast. I'm your host, Harry J. Hicks. Again, this is the entertainment edition, man. We're gonna get into some entertainment news today, man. Um, some things I've been looking at, the latest entertainment news, man. And this right here, man, we're gonna talk. This. We have an article, man, on Coy Ray, man. It's going viral. You know what I mean, on Instagram, man. She stated, man, that saying she was cheated on while pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Carla Ray said she was cheated on while pregnant by Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who don't know, Trippie Redd's an artist, man, entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she said she was cheated on. They said there may be trouble in paradise for the soon to be parents, man. It's Carla Ray and Trippie Redd. You know, it said on January 22nd, Lorraine took to her Instagram stories with a message that seemingly hinted a 25-year-old rapper Boo who had cheated on her, according to a screenshot obtained by the Shade Room. Man, if y'all know anybody familiar with the Shade Room, you can check that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's saying, you know what I'm saying? She went on to say, man, nothing worse than being cheated on. I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy. You know, that's and they got this thing now. I had a lot of women say, even I think Mary J. Blige said this recently, said all men cheat, which is definitely not true, ladies. All men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying that it's a lot that do, but at the same time, you know what I mean, all men don't cheat. You know, it's a myth. You know what I mean? It's a myth. You know what I'm saying? We got some good brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? But it happens, you know what I'm saying, in relationships, man. In relationships, sometimes, man, that's some of the hardest thing for men. You know what I mean? Being in a committed relationship. You know what I mean? Being in a committed relationship is really hard for men because men, man, we think outwardly, meaning that, you know what I'm saying, it's flesh. You know what I mean? Some men are weak for flesh, you know what I'm saying? So and in today's society, there's so much promiscuous things going on. You can see it on TV, the music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no commitment, like as our grandparents. So, you know what I mean? Like my grandmother, you know, God rest her soul, Miss Rolla Mae Hicks died at 103. Like I can't remember anybody ever saying anything about her or my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, who we call Papa. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Hicks, man, Mr. Edward Hicks. And they was together for, man, I want to say about 60, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? That today in this society, man, it's really, it's pretty much unheard of. You know what I mean? And like I said, men are real weak for the flesh. So, you know, you might see a woman, and of course, you know what I'm saying, you might see, and then all these women now, they're getting these BBLs and things of that nature, and that draws a lot of attention from men. You know what I'm saying? I've seen men with their women, and they, you know what I mean? You know how you try to sneak a peek at the woman that's walking by, man. I'm saying it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it can't be done. You know what I mean? And I, like again, like I said, all men don't cheat, but at the same time, you know what I mean, the way the society is today, man, you know what I mean? Like we used to call them hoochie shorts, you know what I mean? Like they you know what I mean, or now they go with the spandex pants and things of that nature, you know what I mean, with the little tube tops. We used to call them tube tops. I don't know what y'all call them now, but that's what we used to call them, the tube tops. You know what I mean? And everything is just out. You know what I mean? So it's like, and men, you know what I mean? We get weak. You know what I mean? That's just the God honest truth, man. We get weak, and then these entertainers, you know what I'm saying? Women are throwing themselves at them all the time. You know what I mean? Like women throwing themselves at them all the time. They're doing shows. They're going out of the country. They're going out of state. They're traveling around the country, man. doing shows, and you know what I mean, they got women, you know what I mean, they even got women for backup dancers. They come in, a lot of these, you know what I mean, they go to the strip clubs. So it's a lot of temptation out there to more these days now than ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's hard for, but you know what I'm saying. Nobody should be. I don't think nobody should be cheated on. You know what I mean? And in today's society, like I said, it's you know what I'm saying? And Carla Ray, she's going through it. You know what I'm saying? A young lady, man. You know, Benzino's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Carla included a heartbreak emoji along with her post. She hasn't confirmed if Trippy was the source of her message, but notably photos of the Mr. Rage, you know what I'm saying, was had been wiped clean, you know what I'm saying, from her Instagram grid. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't think she should have came out publicly. Some you know what I'm saying? That's when you allow the media, man, especially social media, to get in your business, man. Oh man, the stories get twisted. They you know, now you inviting that into to your life where you every time you go on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, TikTok, wherever you go, people gonna be, you know what I'm saying, trying to remind you of that. So I don't think she should have broadcast it. But at the same time, you know, that's a situation I think they speak among themselves. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody's posting on social media. I do a lot of posting. You know what I mean? Everybody's posting their feelings, their relationships, and things on social media. And I just feel that it's worse. So if you know what I'm saying, y'all out there, man, that's going through little issues, man, with your significant other. You know what I mean? Try not to post that, man, because like I said, a lot of people are gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's when the gossip, that's when the rumors start. And before you know it, they'll have a female picture up there, say, yeah, I slept with Trippy Red, such and such date, and you know what I mean? Now it's a whole nother issue going on, and it's just on. Now before, you know what I mean? They got a baby coming into this thing here, and the baby's going to be the one that's affected. You know what I'm saying? The parents splitting up. We seen it with Cardi B and Offset. You know what I mean? How ugly that got. We saw Remy Ma and Papoose. You know, once these things start becoming public and you start posting these things, man, it only gets worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I just see it as, you know what I'm saying? If people feel that way, man, just leave. You know what I mean? Just leave. Now, once you leave, if you want to talk about it, you know what I mean? That's something. But don't try to. If you're gonna do that, that it's pretty much nothing left to do but leave, you know what I mean? But, you know, we seen Kurt and Rashida on Love and Hip Hop was able to, you know what I'm saying, they're able to withstand what's going on, you know what I mean? So, you know, to each their own, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think it's right for nobody to be cheated on, but I don't think that we should be posting stuff like that either, you know what I'm saying? And she, like she says, the worst pain ever, you know, and at the same time, man, like I said, relationships these days, man, it's hard to stay in committed relationships because of all this promiscuous things going on. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna move on, man, to Diddy, man. Diddy files a $50 million defamation lawsuit against accuser Courtney Burgess, lawyer Ariel Mitchell, and News Nation for perpetuating falsehoods that have paused public perception. That's why I say once things go public, once they hit the social media outlets, man, it's hard to kind of like reel it in. You know what I mean? It's like it just grow and grow. It's like an infection. It just keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Diddy say he's you know what I'm saying, he filed a $50 million lawsuit. You know what I mean? So he's saying that they definitely killed this character. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people say, but how everybody didn't know this was going on? I said the same thing about R. Kelly. How they was able to do these things for so long, you know what I mean, without somebody knowing. And then once it hit, once it got brought out in the public, now everybody know everything. So that's where I got the issues at. You know what I mean? Like, why is it? Why was it they able to get away with these things for so long? And this was criminal activity. Basically, that's why they're saying they're locked up. It's criminal activity. So how you let them get away with this criminal activity for so long? You know what I'm saying? It says more lawsuits continue to be filed against Sean Diddy Combs. The disgraced music mogul has filed one of his own. You know what I mean? So the bad boy founder filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Courtney Burgess, a man who claimed to have videos of Combs sexual assaulting inebriated celebrities and minors. So they're saying that they was drunk or they was, you know what I mean, out of it, and he was like a sexual assault. And like I said, he's facing a lot of charges, man. A lot of charges, a lot of lawsuits, and like he's saying that, you know what I mean, they defame his character, and he's fighting back now. He's filing a lawsuit, you know what I mean. So, like I said, man, once these things start hitting the public waves, man, it's like it's hard to reel these things in. And my thing with the Diddy and all that, even they try to throw Jay-Z in there too, is that Why y'all let them get away with this for so long? I think they're gonna have to stop that law, man. They're gonna have to. A lot of people say they brought this law about after the Harvey Weinstein for people like Diddy and Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, and I think it's gonna be a lot more that come up, man. It's gonna be a lot more people that get thrown into the fire for these things, man. That's I feel like it should be some type. It has to be some type of statute of limitation or something, because how can you go 20, 30 years, man, in your life, and then somebody comes out from, 20 years later and say, oh, he did this to me or he did that, and now you have to try to, like pretty much publicly embarrass you, man, defame your character, and then like you got the FBI involved, you got the feds involved with the situation. So how can you you know what I mean and we got Wendy Williams saying, Diddy done, you know what I'm saying? She, she says he will go to prison for life. Like, this is what I'm saying with the media, man. How the media, social media, and these are our black people. You know what I'm saying? These are African Americans that's pushing these things, man, for these men to be locked up and going to jail. See, according to an official press release, the suit was filed on January 22nd in New York, and Nance Burgess, who was subpoenaed for grand jury testimony in Combs' case, his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, and Nexstar Media, which operates News Nation. You know what I'm saying? So it said, it's serious, man. This is a serious. They got serious allegations against Diddy, man. It says Sean Diddy Combs is taking a stand against the malicious falsehoods that have been fabricated and amplified by individuals seeking to profit at his expense, said Erica Wolf, man, Mr. Combs' attorney at Share Tremont LLP, in a statement shared with Bossa. These defendants have willfully fabricated and disseminated outrageous lies with reckless disregard for the truth. Their falsehoods have poisoned public perception and contaminated the jury pool. This complaint should serve as a warning that such intentional falsehoods, which undermine Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial, will no longer be tolerated. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's already being assassinated in the public. He's already like, it's no more innocent till proven guilty. Especially with these days of social media, man, it's no more innocent than proven guilty now. It's like you guilty until proven innocent. You know what I mean? That whole that's a facade now. When somebody says, "Oh, it's innocent till proven guilty," now that no longer counts for this today's society. That no longer stands in today's society, man. So at the same time, like I said, I'm what if it's true, then of course people got to get what they deserve. But if it's not, that it's a shame, man, that these people come out, what I mean, and just just defame people like that, man, for just for a little monetary gain or some clout or whatever it is that's going on, or that's they're trying to obtain from this. You know what I mean? Like I said, most people would rather see you down than up, especially in the black community, and that's the trauma, man. That's trauma from slavery, and most black people think if this person get there, I can't get there, which is not true. Everybody can get wherever they're trying to get to, man. As long as you stay on it, you know what I mean, and you stay positive and you keep grinding, you know what I mean. Yeah, of course we got to work. Like I always say, we have to do twice as more